Okay, folks, today we're going to learn the online assignments that we're going to be doing each week. So, the first thing we need to do is navigate to musictheory.net. And I'll type it into the bar here. Musictheory.net. We go ahead and go there. And you'll see a few options up on the top of the screen up here. What you want to click for now is exercises. Okay, now we have quite a few options here. We're going to start by giving the beginners something to work on, something that will help them improve each day. The first thing, if you haven't been working on it weekly, this is really beneficial, is note identification. Okay, now this looks a little scary at first, especially with all of the ledger lines. But what you're going to do is change the settings just a bit. So please try to follow the guidelines that I outline here. We want to have the grand staff selected. We can make the range a little bit smaller for beginners, about 2 ledger lines on the outside of each staff. Okay, we'll say key signatures will stick to just no sharps and flats for right now. And we'll use note names as letters. After that, everything else should be just fine. Make sure you have accidentals on because we do know the difference between sharps and flats. This symbol right here would be our sharp symbol, meaning we raise the note 1/2 step. Okay, let's see what it looks like now. Okay, so you'll get some notes with sharps and flats, or not, in the staff or slightly outside of the staves. Okay, what I'd like you to do is take a look at the top of the screen up here. Do you see where this number says 0 out of 0? What you're going to do is give me at least 30 attempts this week. See if you can challenge yourself to do 30 attempts at this. It doesn't have to be all in one day. But let's see what your score looks like, and you're more than welcome to submit your screenshots to me via email, and we can talk about some of the difficulties that you might have had with it. For the more advanced students, I highly recommend changing the range so that it's a lot more extensive. Okay, but that's only if you're willing to challenge yourself just a little bit further. You can also add key signatures as well, okay, for the more advanced students in the class. Okay, let's talk about another exercise we can do. Okay, so we've got down our note identification. Let's take a look at interval construction. Okay, now first off, let's get the settings down for interval construction as well. Let's start with the clefs. Again, always grand staff for now. You want both bass clef and treble clef. For the range, we can make it a little smaller for this one because we want to make sure that we understand where the notes are. So we'll make sure we have no ledger lines on the outsides. All right. For key signatures, we don't need to start with any key signatures. We'll just start with 0 sharps and flats for the beginners. Advanced students, you may go up to 3 if you wish. Okay, everything else should be fine. Go to intervals is the last thing, and you want to check off a few of these intervals. Let's see, let's do these guys right here to start. Nice and simple. Major second, major third, perfect fourth, and perfect fifth. These are very simple because they fit within the scale every time. You'll see what I mean in a second. So when you see these arrows over here, they're asking you to go up or down, depending. It's asking for a major third right now, and the answer will always be up for now. So you need to move this note up to where you believe a third would be. Okay? Now, if we count the first note as number 1, the next line note up is number 2, and the next space note up is number 3 on this example. Well, it looks like we come out with a perfect major third, and we shouldn't have to worry about sharps or flats for now. Let's see what the answer says. Oh, good. It played the correct answer as well. So it looks like everything went well. For a major second, let's follow the same process. This is number 1. This is number 2. It's asking for a major second. For now, this looks like it should be a major second. Let's see if it's right. I want you to give me at least 20 attempts on this Once you get down to about a 90% accuracy rate, we're going to add a couple more. We're going to add a major sixth, a major seventh, and a perfect octave. We'll work with just the majors and the perfects for now. For you advanced students, we can talk in class this week about minor intervals just a little bit more. But for now, try to stick with all of the majors and the perfects. Again, 20 of these would be really good. If you can do more, that's even better.